Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Orc Critter here with you today with a juicy deck tech for blue-black reanimator in Pauper. So the idea of the deck is we're going to dig long and deep into the deck and pull the creatures out we need and then get them on the field, cheat them on the field from the graveyard, or use the graveyard to cast them out, and then we can get them to hit long and hard as much as possible. But we also carry a lot of spells as well, just to sort of keep the board state as stable as possible within the deck. So without further ado, we'll go straight into our creatures. So firstly, the creatures that we run are, and we run 12 of them, is 4 Gurmag Anglers. So we're going to use a delve with this, and this is just to get him out nice and early, and we can use him as a block or as an aggressor at the same time. But he's just handy just to sort of use the graveyard with him. Is obvious reason why I will keep him in the deck. He's very good, and the fact is we can get him as a 5/5 as well. It's very, very handy. We also run 4 striped river winders. So the idea of him is we want to get him in the graveyard. If we get him in the hand, we can use the cycling ability to get him in the graveyard and then use spells to force him out. Also, what we can do as well is, if it is a long drawn out game, we can sort of hard cast him as well within the deck. And we also run 4 Ulamog's Crusher, which he is high mana. He's an 8/8. He must attack, but the fact is he carries an Annihilator trigger, and the fact is with this building on, we can do a lot of damage very, very quickly and very, very, very nicely within the deck. So we run 4 of each, and in total we run about 12 creatures in the deck. So the main portion of the deck is spells. So first spell that we sort of run is Duress, which is 4 mana. 4 of these, it's 1 black, and the idea of this is we can remove any sort of spells in the deck that might have annoying and get rid of anything, sort of keep the hand attack on, and just if not we can't remove anything, we can just use it just to keep an eye and see what they've got in their hand, which is very, very handy. Could run Taxian Poe, but I feel Duress be a little bit more efficient, and the fact is we don't have to use the life as well, which is quite handy. Only downside is we've got to use 1 black mana for it. So we also run 4 counter spells, which is 2 blues, and we run 4 of these. The reason being is we can counter anything with this. It's just to stop them doing anything, also keep hampering their progress within the deck, which is very, very handy. So for creature removal, we run 2 Doomblades, which is destroy target non-black creature. Very, very handy. Only downside is that if they play in a black deck or anything, or they got black creatures on, this cannot remove it. So it is a bit of a dampener, which is the main reason I run 2 of these within the deck. Then I also run 4 Guess Verdict. This is such a handy card. The fact is we can make our opponent sacrifice creature and they lose a life at the same time. And the fact is, if they're sort of like running a Gurmag Angler deck or something like that, this comes in very handy. Or if they've just got 1 creature, which is really, really powerful, we can remove it within it very nicely. And the fact is, its instant speed is very, very handy. So that's it for sort of like creature removal. For digging in within the deck, we run Strategic Planning, which is sorcery, but the fact is we can look up top 3, choose 1, and then dump the rest in the graveyard. Is very, very handy. And the fact is it's 2 mana as well, it is quite handy within it. We also run 4 of Forbidden Alchemy, which is same as Strategic Planning, but 1 more mana, but we can cast it on the instant speed. And the fact is we look at the top 4 cards instead of 3 is very, very handy. It also has a flashback cost of 7 mana, but generally we're not going to cast it for its flashback. By the time we only really want to cast it for the flashback if we really want to dig deep and try and find what we need. We run 4 of these for that reason. Right, and the last spell we sort of run is 4 Exhumes. So this allows us to put a creature card from our graveyard onto the battlefield. Does same with the opponent. That's the only downside to it, but the fact is we can put sort of like Ulamog's Crusher, and the fact is they probably put a small creature on. It's well worth the sacrifice to do it within it. So that's it for the spells. We run 26 spells in general. For the lands, I run 4 of Dimir Aqueduct, which lets us sort of return a land back to our hand. Could combo in with Dismal Blackwater and get some more life within the deck. Run also 4 Dismal Blackwater. Again, it's tapped, but the fact is we gain some life on it. And we run 7 islands and 7 swamps to complete it. So generally, we're running about 22 lands within the deck. So for the sideboard, I'm running 2 Evil Presences. The reason for this is it's just to get rid of any annoying lands that they may have. Or the fact is, if they having any lands that they rely on, we can sort of remove it and hamper their progress as much as possible. I'm also running 2 Innocent Bloods. So each player sacrifice creature. You generally want to use this when you haven't got any creature on the field, but generally this is just to hamper their progress. The fact is, it's for 1 mana is a big yes. I'm running also 2 Doomblade, more Doomblades. Fact is, for this, it's just so that we can, if they're not playing a non-black deck, the fact is we can remove the creatures within it. 3 Essence Scatters. Again, this is just to get rid of any creature heavy decks, so the fact is we can get rid of creatures with this is very handy. Reason for sideboard is if we're going against a control deck, it is pretty useless within it. And then we're also running 4 Grasp of Darknesses, which is again very handy for removal. It gets around indestructible as well, which is very handy and a big plus. And then finally we're running 2 of Relic Genesis. This is mainly for the mirror match. We can remove any cards that they might be reviving, but the fact is we can exile it and then remove all cards from all graveyards. Is very handy. So generally that is the deck. Generally for control types, I tend to keep the duresses in and the counter spells in. I tend to remove the Doomblade and put Innocent Blood in, just because that generally a lot of the control decks are running Go-Mag Anglers at the minute, so Innocent Blood will come in handy. I'll keep the Guest Verdict in. I would probably remove the Go-Mag Anglers and put 4 Grasp of Darknesses in, just to help support the deck a little bit more. So for creature heavy decks, I tend to remove the duresses out, and I tend to remove the Guest Verdict, because a lot of the time if they're going wide is Guest Verdict, they just tend to lose the weak non-reliable creature within the deck. I tend to put in generally Grasp of Darknesses because they're very handy, Essence Scatters, an extra Doomblade, as long as they're not running black within the deck. If they are running black, I tend to take the Doomblades out and then put maybe some Evil Presences there just to hamper their progress. Against the mirror deck, obviously the Relic Genesis will come in. I'll take the Doomblades out, and then I possibly would switch I possibly would switch some of the duresses out for Grasps or Innocent Blood, just to hamper their progress as much as possible within the deck. So I hope you guys like the deck tech. Any suggestions you have, please let me know. I'm always listening to opinions you've got within the deck, or any ideas you may have within it. Don't forget to subscribe and like us, and hit that bell icon so you know when we upload anything within the channel. But apart from that, I will catch you guys in the next video, and from me, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.